Tanjiro dies defeating Muzan, but this was not the end. He awakens in the past as a 6-year-old kid in front of his father. His mother was holding his baby sister Nezuko. His brothers and sisters were all there. They were all alive. They did not know about the bad things that happened before. At first, he knew nothing about the demons or the demon slayers, but later that day, all of the memories of his past life returned. Tanjiro kept crying later at night. He was afraid of what could happen to his family, and finally, he promised himself quietly,
I will change everything.
His father Tanjiro notices the maturity in his son's personality and started training him on the Hinokami Kagura. His father was still sick. The sickness could not be cured and Tanjiro knew the future, but he could not stop the sickness. This time Tanjiro did not wait. He stayed close to his father and kept training together day and night. When his father became very sick, Tanjiro was there. He practiced the dance for his father one last time and did it perfectly. A few years later, Tanjiro knew that the bad day is coming. Muzan will attack his family. He did not leave his family at home but asked them all to go to town with him instead. He thought he could hide them from the Demon King. Tanjiro wanted to fight Muzan, but he knew he was not strong enough yet. Muzan came to the family's house but did not find anyone. The Demon King followed their smell to town. He attacked everyone there. Many innocent people died at that night. Like the original timeline, Tanjiro's family is killed by Muzan. Even that Tanjiro was there, he was away far from Kibutsuji's power level. Tanjiro woke up the next morning and the scene was terrible. Instead of just his family, Tanjiro caused the death of the most of the town's people. To his surprise, Tanjiro noticed that Nezuko's is not among his family's bodies. Tanjiro left the town immediately and on the way, he met Giyu Tomioka. Tanjiro told him everything. The Hashira saw that Tanjiro was telling the truth and decided to trust him. He told Tanjiro to go see his teacher, Urokodaki. He asked Urokodaki to help him become strong. After hearing the kid's story, Urokodaki agreed to train him. Tanjiro then trained with Urokodaki. He did not need to learn the water breathing because he already knew how, but he pretended he was learning. He did this for one reason. He wanted to go to final selection and become an official demon slayer. And that what happened actually. Tanjiro became well known in the Demon Slayer Corps. Tanjiro knew what to do. He went to Tamayo and asked her to make the poison to weaken Muzan. But the problem is that he does not know where his sister is. After a lot of thinking, he decided to follow the same path. After meeting Zenitsu and Inusoke at Drum's house, they went to a mountain with a spider demon. Tanjiro fought through the spider demon's family. Then he used his best moves and killed Rowi. After the Hashira meeting, Kagaya felt something special about Tanjiro and decided to follow his journey. Next was the mission on the Mugen train. Tanjiro had one goal, save the Hashira on the train Kyojuro Rengoku. He found the demon on the train quickly and they killed it, but the train still crashed. Tanjiro knew that Akaza is coming, and indeed a very strong demon landed from the sky. When the dust disappeared, Tanjiro was shocked. Instead of Akaza, Muzan sent Nezuko to kill everyone. The Demon King trained her and gave her a massive amount of his blood, making her a deadly weapon. Tanjiro tried to talk to her, but his sister is not there anymore. Everything he saw and felt is a starving demon. Nezuko starts attacking Rengoku. She easily overpowered the fire Hashira and burned his hand with her blood demon art. Tanjiro was shocked. He was not able to move. The only thing that he was doing is watching Rengoku being cooked. Tanjiro knew that there is no hope for saving his sister. He did not want to lose Rengoku too. When Nezuko was about to land the final attack, Tanjiro activated his Demon Slayer mark and cut her head using the sun breathing. Nezuko died, Rengoku survived but lost some limbs, and Tanjiro became famous among the Demon Slayer Corps. Next, they went to the entertainment district. Tanjiro found Daki and Gyutaro there right away. The fight was hard, but Tanjiro and Tengen worked together. They cut the heads off both demons at the same time. That means Tengen did not lose his hand or his eye. Kagaya saw how strong Tanjiro was. He gave him the title of Sun Hashira. Tanjiro is now one of the most important fighters. Everything in Swordsmith Village happened like the original timeline. Gyoko and Hantengu died and Muichiro awakened his Demon Slayer mark. There's barely any time for the Hashira training arc to take place in this timeline because Muzan's response to witnessing Tanjiro in action is both swift and deadly. Just when the Demon Slayers recover, Muzan strikes at the Ubuyashiki mansion. But just like in the original timeline, Kagaya and Tamayo launch their plan to poison and damage Muzan. But our timeline changes considerably when the Demon Slayers are dropped into the Infinity Castle. You see, even Muzan himself was no match for Yoriichi in his prime. Now, with a few years of training behind him, Tanjiro isn't quite at the same level of prime Yoriichi, but he's certainly strong enough to take on any of the upper moons on his own. But you also have to remember that Gyome is stronger as well, meaning that this dynamic duo becomes even more ridiculously overpowered than in the original. What this means for the Infinity Castle storyline is that Kokushibo and Akaza get taken out with very little damage done to the Hashira and 0 casualties. Now, Shinobu will still die during her battle with Doma, and Mitsuri and Obanai will take some damage against Nakime, but the final forces that fight against Muzan in the Sunrise Countdown arc will be considerably stronger. Now, things are looking good for the Demon Slayers, but you also have to factor in Muzan's trauma. Imagine seeing the image of Yoriichi in Tanjiro's face, but this time he's accompanied by a bunch of Demon Slayers that are incredibly powerful in their own right. In this timeline, Muzan probably decides to escape after realizing that Tamayo's poison has severely nerfed his healing factor. However, unlike with Yoriichi, the Demon Slayers are right there to take out any part of Muzan that Tanjiro misses. With their combined efforts, the Demon Slayers brutally hack at Muzan as the sun comes up, resulting in a victory that almost makes you feel sorry for the Demon King. So, what do you think of this timeline? Is Tanjiro too overpowered to have a compelling narrative? Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments down below and check out the other awesome Demon Slayer videos on our channel.